Good.
Hey, what's going on? Okay. Whoa. Yeah, it's the first time I'm hearing myself.
You
Whoa.
say, hey.
Whoa, whoa,
Hello.
whoa. Hello.
All
Okay,
right.
check. All right. Check. Okay.
Ready? All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the season 12 premiere of the Discipline Therapy podcast. I can't believe 12 seasons already. That's crazy. But before we begin, we have a few announcements to make. There's always a link in the description on how to become part of our Patreon family and subscribe for exclusive content, bloopers, behind the scenes, EL Discipline solo lectures of Discipline Therapy Talk, his BDSM content, erotica posts, and writings by Mr. Discipline. We also have collaboration shows pertaining to sensitive topics such as abortion, transgender, government conspiracy theories, and more with myself and Mr. Eel Discipline. Once again, to become part of our Patreon family is patreon.com/the Discipline Therapy Podcast. That's it. We also have Mr. Eel Discipline's books. He has 7 published books. They're available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, on Kindle for electronic versions as well, and more. There's also a link in the description of the video for that. We also have our online online store for our merchandise. That is disciplinetherapy.launchcart.store/shop. We have some new gear out that just hit, so you want to go and check out the different categories. Last but not least, we are also on major listening platforms such as Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Deezer, Castbox, Overcast, and much, much more. So now we have Mr. E.L. Discipline going to do his thing. Ew.
Oh man, I'm really excited about this. Well, we gotta go ABC. Ladies and gentlemen, we know y'all fiends. We're back. And y'all know what that means. We're serving you your dose weekly of Discipline Therapy where not everything is completely free. As we are on patreon.com/the Discipline Therapy Podcast. Link is in the description for plenty of exclusive content for you to see. But what is free is judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and some liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, and my favorite roll of blunt. But make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversation. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We're back. All right. 2 seasons in a row. We did that right.
That's right, we do. Come on. It's us.
All right. So the topic today is, let me see. Let my thing warm up. Let me see yours while it's going. All right. Have you ever dated an oxymoron? We have a special guest. Before we introduce a special guest, so examples: loyal slut, good bad boy, good dick. I got it. Good bad bitch, good pussy, good girls, dirty mind. So before we get into that, let me just go and before we mention the guest, let me explain the definition.
Okay.
So it's 2 contradictory words. They're not interchangeable. So, for example, Biggie Smalls, who was Christopher Wallace, then he evolved to Notorious B.I.G., Big Shrimp, Faithful Horror, a feminist liking a dominant man.
Okay.
What else? You get it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So we have a special guest on the call. Hello, guest.
Yes. Thank y'all for having me.
All right. So I'm not gonna. Usually, I ask people, do they want to state their name or remain anonymous? But we're not doing that here because we're trying to promote you. You know what I'm saying? And you want the promotion. So this is the Raw Sex Podcast.
Hey.
Yes.
Where they
Thank
talk
you very
about
much.
where they talk about everything and anything.
Oh man.
So this is perfect to bring you on. Excited to hear your perspectives on these certain questions. These questions are not right or wrong. They're your perspective. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a panel discussion. You're gonna go first, then it's gonna be Suhei, and then it's gonna be myself. Any questions, Sue, for us? We write it down. We might ask you, guest, like we might challenge your ideologies. We might ask you, why do you think this way?
Mm.
Good?
Okay, that's good.
So you could get as raunchy as whatever. Like I said in the intro, when I say that intro, it's for the guests. I want to make that perfectly clear.
He's like, not you.
It's for the guests. When I say judgment free, sucker free, sensitive free, censorship free, it's for the guests. So when they come on, we want them to feel as comfortable as possible. However you want the audience to
Definitely.
view you, that's on you.
Mhm.
You want to come here dress a certain way, that's on you. We're not going to tell you how to dress. You want to speak a certain way, use certain profanity, that's on you. We don't restrict people. And
Mhm.
our views don't coincide with the guest views. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. We bring all different types of people on,
Mhm.
and we like that for them to be free. So don't think that you can't curse on here. You just go all out, however you feel.
Go crazy.
All right. Okay. So now that I define the oxymoron, have you ever been with one?
Yes, my baby mother. She was a loyal snipe.
Oh shit.
He said,
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
Oh shit.
Just out of out the off
Yeah.
rip, out the gate.
When you said it, I said, "Oh shit!" I didn't even think about. Yeah, yep. I've been with one of my baby mother. She a loyal slut. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All the way down to the word. Even after her post slut life, she even tried to bring it back. To bring back her slut life. I was like, "Oh wait, that's what we doing?"
Okay. Sue.
Have I been with an oxymoron? Yeah, a good bad boy.
Okay. I have been. Let's see.
Oh
Bad
Lord,
bitch.
he's gonna go down the list now.
Bad bitch, good pussy.
Oh shit.
Good girl's dirty mind. I've never been with a loyal slut. But
Okay.
I've been with a loyal slut only for me, but I've never been with a loyal slut.
That's good because that brings us into the next question. Which of these oxymorons will have success in the dating marketplace? A loyal slut, a good bad boy, a bad boy, good dick, bad bitch, good pussy, or good girls with dirty minds? Which one do you think? And success can be longevity or retainment as well.
Yeah.
Well, if you want longevity, I think a good girl, dirty mind. And she gonna be good for you, but she gonna hit you up with her dirty thoughts and probably try some of them out if you're okay with it.
Mm,
So relationship wise, I think that might be the best one to go with.
I agree with that. But I also agree, I think bad boy, good dick for the ladies will probably keep somebody like that around for a while. But I
Okay.
agree with the good girls, dirty mind as well.
Damn, that's let me see. That's let me see who would be successful. Shit. It's hard. I think
He stumped himself.
you know what? I think they'll all be successful. I think they'll all be successful because there's different type of people out there who will tolerate that for a long time.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
there's someone out there for everybody. So I think that each category would be successful.
We'll have some. Okay. So then which is less likely to occur or make a transition, turning a hoe into a housewife or get a player to be monogamous and faithful?
Mm.
Right?
Shit, that's close. That's tough right there.
This is
Because
less likely to occur.
probably turning the hoe into a housewife.
That will be less likely to occur.
You mean to what happened? Get it back to me.
So what won't happen? What won't most likely happen?
Her being a hoe and then her being a housewife, I think that's more happening what happened than the player becoming monogamous.
So you think a player can be monogamous and or faithful?
Yeah,
Okay.
After after they done playing. But
Mm.
I give them the time, after they go ahead and retire the jersey out, they can go ahead and
Have
they can
you
be fake.
have you known players to hang up their jerseys?
Yes, I have.
Hey, all right.
Shit, I'm one of them, but that motherfucker on the rope though. I might have to bring the motherfucker back down.
Oh boy.
What do you
I'm
think?
looking.
So go ahead.
I'm looking. I'm ready for the ceremony, but I don't know.
For the ceremony, he said. Well, I actually think it's less likely to have a player be monogamous and faithful because I feel like if they're already a player and they already, set that standard or whatever, like whether they tell the women that they're with or not, they're still gonna do it. If they're vocal about it and let their partners know, hey, I talk to other women, or if they have to hide it, they're still gonna go and get with other women. That's my personal opinion.
I think the player will be monogamous or faithful depending on his options. So I think like men are as faithful as their options because they're not born to be monogamous. That's why it's easy for their eyes to constantly wander. They could have a good looking woman, she does everything, submissive, feminine, he'll still wander his eyes. It's different for women. So I think that depending on his options, like he gets to a certain age, maybe his physique changed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his physique changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that what will be less likely to occur, um, the player,
Okay.
because I think like a man, even if we want to call him a simp or a beta male, will look at the hoe and be like, "Oh shit, I'll take care of her for the rest of her life."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and she doesn't have to bring anything to the table, but her body, her looks, her sexual talents.
But that
Yeah.
won't make her a housewife. That won't make her a housewife. That just means she's good to look at and he's ready to trick off just to have her around.
Unless he
Ye-
marries her.
Unless he marries her, yeah,
And that still won't stop her from being a hoe.
yeah,
I done, I done, I done,
he's
I
right.
done, I
He's
done, I done messed with a lot of women that was married that were still hoes, even though they was
yeah, you're
married.
So all right, but you said that you used to be a player. So have you been? How long has your what is the longest relationship that you've been monogamous with?
The one I'm in now,
And how can I ask how long that is?
4 years.
4 years? You just said you're about to
Mm-hmm.
take your jersey off the rope, though,
Okay,
sir.
that's because we shaky right now.
Okay, so and then Mr. Player looks like you gonna not be monogamous after.
After me and her done, I'm not gonna be I don't know. I haven't decided.
Ah, all right.
I
yes.
haven't decided. If we break up completely, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna decide if I want to go ahead and play street ball, or if I just want to go ahead and retire in Miami somewhere
Mm.
So
on
then,
the beach.
let me ask you a question. Do you think then, just like you're saying, a player can be monogamous for a certain time and then not be monogamous, right? So wouldn't that be the
Hmm.
same thing as a whole? If she finds somebody that she's like, all right, he's checking off all the check marks or whatever, I can behave with him. You don't think that's possible?
I mean, it can happen, but at the same time, it's always that one dude that she would go back to be that hoe for, even if she married.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So both of these things are impossible, but what's less likely to occur? For me, the player, the monogamous and faithful, he's always gonna have that itch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what it is. Like they will probably be faithful and monogamous based off, yo, I don't pull chicks anymore. I'm
Because they
overweight
And that,
now.
can't. Because they can't do it. You're saying.
Ex-
and that's the level of faithful. What you determine the definition of faithful. If you determine that flirting is not being faithful, then you never gonna be faithful. But
Mm.
Absolutely.
if you look at it as I ain't dating no chicks, I ain't fucking no chicks, then that might be their level of faithfulness right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's true.
you're
Yeah,
right.
It's
you're right.
all on what
Yep.
you see what faithful is and
What your
what you don't see it
definition of
as.
these things
I
are?
like him.
Hmm.
I like him. He's hitting the technicals
Oh shit.
because that's what I do.
That's not
There's
right.
different levels of faithful. There's sexual. There's emotional. There's physical. He's right. Um, Yeah, I'm sticking to that. Cause like I said, I think a dude like a simple just fuck with the hoe and then be like, yo, I'll marry her and she could just stay home and cater to the kids, be this, be that, or whatever it is. Like I could name some celebrities, but I'm
We
not.
don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? I can name them. You know what I'm
Me
saying? It's
too.
happened. Like I don't consider the men that they were with or are currently with like alpha or anything like that. But it has happened. Maybe she won't be able to show you 100 dudes that wanted to marry her. She could show you 100 dudes that wanted to have sex with her. But she's married or they were married. You know what I'm saying? So I think that will likely occur versus the monogamous or faithful because even those dudes have cheated.
Mm-hmm. Again, going back on, celebrities, I'm not going to name drop any either, but there is one youngster who is talking about, I've been, monogamous for 7 days now, pray for me. And then telling his boys, if I cheat, it's your fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
Listen.
Pray for me.
So number 5, can good sex make a man obey, be faithful, listen, and remain in the relationship? Or can good sex make a woman obey, listen, or be faithful or remain in the relationship for a good amount of time? Which one? Which gender?
You trying to see which one is the best of it happening?
Yeah, which one most likely will? Yeah, I do that, man. I'm not letting you get away with both.
Yeah.
Tough. Break it down to me again.
This is super
break it
easy
down
for
to
me.
me again. I need to be breaking it down to me again.
Okay, so we have 2 genders, men and women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it's the same all around. Obey, be faithful, listen, and remain in the relationship for a good amount of time. Some type, whatever your definition of longevity is, subjective, right?
Good sex can
Good
that keep
sex. Who's that gonna keep more? Who's gonna make them listen, obey, be loyal, whatever, faithful? Which one?
Oh, that is tough. I don't even.
Pick
I
me.
might have to go. It might have to be. It might be the woman. I might have to go with the woman.
Okay.
Me too.
So
100% the woman. Because I feel like a man, and again, I don't know because I'm not a man, but I mean, you're sticking something in a hole, technically. You know what I mean? For a woman, guys come in different sizes, and it's like if you're not hitting it, then what are we doing over here? You know what I mean?
We might be getting into a next topic.
Definitely women
down the line.
Okay.
I agree with y'all.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. I agree with y'all. Have we normalized toxicity? Is this the new comfortable?
We definitely have normalized it, but I think it's been normalized. They just put a word to it now. That's all. So now social media that ran with toxicity when it's always been, they actually overuse it. So some shit don't even be toxic. So it's been it's overused now to like everything you do is toxic. Like you can't even be a man without it being toxic.
Toxic masculinity. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely think that toxicity is normalized, but I also think that has to do with so many people, having their own traumas and shit, and bringing it to every relationship that they have. They don't bother to figure themselves out, learn themselves out, and they just bring that whatever trauma they had with the last one, they're gonna bring that into the next one.
Yeah. I think depend on the region. I don't think this is global. But yeah, we reside in America.
Yeah, that's what I was taking it as for
absolutely
this country.
This country. Yes, it's the new comfortable. Norm. It's the norm.
Yeah.
So most of the time, toxic people come with great sex. We're aware of this. Who cares more about great sex, men or women?
Well, we will tell you that the man cares more about great sex, but the more you outside, you learn that women be caring about great sex.
So
I agree. I think women care more about great sex.
They just been more better at hiding it until recently. Now you starting to hear more about them and their sexual conquest and the shit they want and the really wild shit that they on. You be like, what? Like I told my uncle I spit in this chick's mouth. He was like, what? What, nephew? I said, yeah. I said, oh, they crazy out here now. They like, I said, they want spit in their mouth, come in their face. I said, they into that shit. He said, young blood, I need to get back outside. I
Oh
said, oh yeah.
Lord.
I said, they with the shits, huh?
There was the shit. I don't know about all of that, spitting the mouth, guacala. But that's just me.
Most of the time, people come with great sex. Yeah, women.
Definitely
Women. I think, and I'll explain, just brief, and I'm gonna explain it after more. Like you were saying earlier, Sue, just the whole for a lot of men. I don't think most men don't put emotions into sex. They don't really go hard. Let me just get a nut. I don't give a fuck if she gets off or if I last 2 minutes or 10 minutes. As long as I'm getting the job done. Fuck foreplay too. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, like, he just trying to get a nut. The woman wants to be wooed, caressed, warm her up before you know what I'm saying, do all that. So definitely the women are more kinkier, more adventurous. Hey baby, I saw something in a book. I read something. I saw something in a movie. You know, let's try something. Let's go to the adult store. Let's try a different position. Most men will be like, yo, what's wrong with the same position we doing every night? Like, you're always coming with some complaining shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like most men would just be cool with just the standard and the routine and the pattern and stuff like that. So women definitely.
100%.
So whoever we picked, right? We all picked women. Does that mean that they are more likely to tolerate toxic people or toxic things because they're aware of the byproduct? So let me give you an example. We all said women care about great sex more, right?
Yeah.
What if that great sex is attached to a toxic bad boy?
Yep.
Oh, they love that shit. I done had women come on guests and talk about that. That's what they love that shit. So I think there definitely will be more women more accepting of. In this day and age, I think more women are more accepting of the toxic guy that comes in with the great sex.
100%.
But since men are starting to, since men starting to know better now, I don't think they're gonna deal with the toxic from coming from a woman, even though it comes with great. They fuck her because it's great sex, but they're like, we ain't about to be together. You know, some other shit.
Yep, I agree. I think more women will definitely put up with more shit than a guy. 100%.
I'm glad we brought him on. He's so raw. That's why his podcast is called that. He's so fucking raw. He's right. He's right. That shit is so real. Do you believe a woman with game is dangerous or a man with game is dangerous? Or is it equal?
The woman with game is more dangerous.
So
100%.
The woman with game is more dangerous.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because you got to think about it. For the most part, you already don't know if your woman is cheating, right?
Facts.
Like, she go do whatever she do, the shit back tight, you ain't fucking the days. And you as a man, she be counting your cum. So it ain't really much you could do. Like, oh yeah, you was fucking last night. What? No, I wasn't. Now normally you come this much. You're like, oh shit. So if she got the game with you not really knowing.
What?
Yo,
That's crazy.
You just blew my mind. Wait, counting cum?
How many times you nut?
Hold on, you don't know? You never had a chick say you didn't come as much as you did last time?
No.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
I done had it where, and my girl now admitted to me finally that she counted. So I'm like, I already know, I'm not fucking nobody because you would tell me, right? I said because you would feel how much I come or whatever. So she said something. She was like, you was out doing something. I was like, no, I wasn't. But I said, see, I told you just a couple of weeks ago that you be counting my cum.
Oh,
I
shit.
know.
Wow.
That's kind of toxic.
She ain't the first woman to do it. My baby mother was the first one. She the one that put me on to it. I was like, oh, and I was outside, so I was like, oh shit, oh yeah, I was. I ain't know how much you come. I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy. I've never counted, but I've kept like a mental note. Like, all right, we've only had sex once, instead of 3 times or twice instead of, that had been in my mind of, you know what I'm saying? But never, it's never been like, oh, he must be fucking somebody. To me, it's all like, man, maybe he's tired. That's all. It didn't go like that.
We got a schedule. So every partner really knows your schedule. All right, you like to have sex every other day, every 2 days. every 3. So that, you know, when you paying attention, he come this much on 3 days of not fucking.
Oh
He
shit!
come
Wow.
this much
You got a
Wow.
on these 2
mathematician over
days
here. Wow.
of coming, right? So when she knows that, and you go those 4 or 5 days, y'all ain't see each other, and you go to, and you give her a little bit of cum, she gonna be looking at you like, the fuck? Who the fuck you been fucking?
Mm-hmm.
So off the rip, if she know the game and you already behind in the game off that, then hey, they more dangerous if they got the game.
I'm just gonna say this right now. You put a whole bunch of chicks onto game right now.
Mm.
They're gonna be like, "Oh shit, let me write this down."
Yo, like I track their period, but that's crazy. Never had a woman
But
say,
you can't track how hard her cum is. You know, when she come, you like, oh, she gave a little cum. Oh, she gave a, we can't tell that. She came
me,
regular.
I
Yeah.
could tell. I could tell. I've done body inspection,
How
like
do you
pussy
do
and pussy
that?
inspection and stuff. The doms that live a
That's
BDSM lifestyle, they
crazy.
know what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like
I'm learning so much right now from both of you.
I've done shit.
From both of you, I'm learning a whole lot.
You know what I'm saying? But that's true though. What so you said women
Oh yeah.
dangerous? Yeah,
Yeah.
women definitely.
Yeah.
What is something toxic that you like about yourself or toxic traits? Also in the opposite sex that you like about yourself. I mean about.
Them. That's toxic.
Mhm.
I guess I would love my toxicness that I'm petty.
Okay.
So some women will say, "Oh, he petty, so that's toxic." So,
Yo, he is
I like.
petty. I watch his
Mm,
Instagram and I'm just like, yo, that shit is funny. I'll repost it on my story.
so that they would say is toxic. In a woman, I like a little woman to get mad and angry and then want to fuck. Like
Do you
she
like
don't want to
when
apologize. She want to fuck it out. Like, okay, I forgive you.
do you like when they count your cum? Because that's pretty toxic too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't really count that as toxic. That's just them being crazy.
Mhm.
And I guess I attract them crazy. So
Mhm.
Wow.
So
Something toxic about me?
yeah.
Mm, I like that I don't think I'm toxic. And something toxic about the opposite sex. I was gonna say jealousy, but I never liked that. Like even when I was younger, I hated that because if it felt like I got in trouble if somebody looked at me. How is that how is that my fault? So I never liked that. I think maybe a little aggressive and possessive, but without so much like I don't want to get blamed for people staring at me if I'm you know what I mean? Like it's not my fault. But it's aggressiveness, I like that, and a little bit possessive.
So myself, stubborn, and like how I detach so easily.
but you can't really call stubborn being toxic, though, is it?
I mean, that's what I think. Like I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that trait about myself.
I like the trait about myself
Uh,
of detaching.
yeah, like
That I like.
detaching.
Mm,
It's kind of like for me. It's like it's kind of toxic. Like I'm the type of person. Yo, if I see something in my phone, in my girl's phone that violates rules, I don't care how long we've been together. Like I'm cutting her off. And then when I cut her off, I like if I saw her somewhere place, I walk like I act like I don't know
like
her.
you don't even know her.
I do that
What,
You know what
too.
I'm saying? A lot of
when your
women.
when your birthday?
I'm November 7th. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, I knew your petty ass.
Wait, hold up.
So most women, they spent time with you, went through a whole bunch of shit with you. They're like, yo, this guy got a special place in my heart. Like, I'm always gonna keep his number. I'm always gonna do this, even if it's just, yo, I just miss you. I just want to hear your voice. Nothing's gonna happen. But she just wants that open communication because a lot more women will build backup plans and keep male friends and stuff. Me, I don't have female friends and backup plans and shit. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So me, like, that's a toxic thing. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will be like, damn, like now we're strangers, like all this shit we did and been through, that's toxic. But I like that about myself. You know, So toxic traits in the opposite sex that I like. The women are probably turning up their volume right now, trying
Right?
to know what.
Taking notes right now. Ladies,
So
we got the goods on this show today.
the toxic traits are there are none. See the cliffhanger I did,
Oh Lord.
like the book
Uh,
That's
or
because he's
film.
an author, no way?
got him.
There are none. So
Got him.
I don't. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I encounter a woman who has bratty tendencies, whatever, like stubbornness and stuff, but I see things long term. She's a lot more feminine and submissive and ride or die, and she's not a cheater. She'll show me screenshots, DMs. Oh, you want passwords to social media? You know what I'm saying? She's not hiding things. She's not moving sneaky. I'm like, okay, I'll work on the toxic tendencies. I'll help her elevate because why? She already has all these other things that are already hard to train. That shit should already come with it because that's her character.
Now let me ask you a question though. This is you now. So
Yeah.
what toxic tendencies of women in prior that you like younger you?
I
Maybe?
did like the bratty shit.
You did
Being
like that,
more
yeah.
of a sadist back
Okay.
in the day, it was like foreplay.
Yeah.
Okay, you
There's
could
a lot
say
of young
this,
guys like that
shit,
shit.
make up sex,
Yeah.
whatever, play around a little bit.
He's
She get
laughing because
mad,
he's like, I still have makeup sex. Fuck you.
argue back and forth. Okay, dick hard, pause.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying? And then we get it in.
Mhm.
Now, no way.
Now
You know what I'm
it's just
saying?
a
Like
headache.
I won't tolerate it too long.
Right.
You
All
know.
right. So do you believe a man who dated sluts most of his life gets older and now desires good girls?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You
I
think
don't
once
think
he
so.
dated sluts?
I think he always gonna want. He gonna be satisfied with some shit that's just old regular old side booty. You gonna want that wild shit for his whole life.
I do like him. He's funny.
What do you think, Sue?
A man who dated sluts. You know what? As he gets older, I'm gonna say yeah because I think I don't know now because I'm not a guy, but a younger guy who dated sluts, he can keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? With that energy, with that going on. I think once a guy starts getting older, and now I don't know how old you are. You know what I'm saying? But once they get I think 50s and their testosterone starts dropping, they're not gonna want to. They're gonna want somebody to like cater to them. You know what I'm saying? Like be good to them. That's
So
what I think.
just because she is slut don't mean she can't cater to you.
That's true, but can he keep up with her?
Hey, my man said they got sex toys and everything. Hey, knock it down right
All
once a
right.
week. You might be all right.
Like I said
If
though,
she say okay
I'm
to
not a
you.
guy. I'm just this is what I think.
So for me, no.
Oh, so you both say no.
He gets older and he probably says, you know what? I want the traditional housewife good girl, but he'll still have the sluts on the side.
So he's gonna have both?
Yeah.
That's a cop out, sir. You have to pick one.
Do you believe a man who dated sluts?
Unless he marries the slut.
Yeah.
But is she gonna still be a? I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, you got a point, sir. You got a point.
She could just be his slut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like so, loyal slut. So the oxymoron. His loyal
Yeah.
slut.
Back to
Hey,
it.
you saw how I brought that in?
Yeah.
You saw how I saw that in right here.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess it can happen. Like,
All right. So
one
then, do you guys believe a
small percentage.
woman who dated bad boys most of her life gets older and desires a good guy?
It happens quick with y'all.
You say yes for
Right
that one?
around, yeah, right around 30. This time y'all come back with 3 baby daddies and he a deadbeat baby daddy and you want the good guy, but it happens quick. It happens quick with y'all. I didn't see it.
But-
High school, all the girls wanted the bad boys till they got about 25, 26. Then they come back looking all busted and want you. Nah, sure, go back over there.
What he said. I think yeah. I think they get older and they want the good guys.
Yeah, I think. Well, wait a minute. The woman who's been with the bad boys all her life, most of her life, and then gets older and desires good guys. No, I don't think so. They will lie. They will lie because they felt like, oh, a lot of these bad boys treated me bad. I want somebody to treat me good. They will lie.
But that's exactly for why.
Remember, people aren't comfortable with what they never had before. Somebody could be like, yo, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. Okay, I'm a genie.
Okay.
Snap of a finger, you got millions of dollars in front of you. Overwhelms people. They probably blow that shit. Don't know how to treat it. So a woman who's had bad boys and gets treated that way in whatever capacity, gets a good man, she probably play him.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So, you don't know what you have until it's gone. She'll probably play him because her brain is not used to healthy.
It's wired another way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So reality is she might say, I want a oxymoron bad boy who's a good man, which is rare, hard to find. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is she's always going to desire that because it's like you drive the Ferrari for years. And then you like, yo, I never thought there were other cars out there. You meet the Hondas because you can't afford the Ferraris anymore. Cars are not built to be driven every day and stuff of that nature. You go to the mechanic, parts are what? I didn't know this was gonna cost this. Oil change, what? Fuck this car. You get a Honda or a Toyota. Basic models. Not soup models or sports models, basic models. It gets me point to A to B, but it's boring. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make me feel alive. It doesn't make me feel, present here. With the bad boy is exciting. The bad boy gives me sexual arousal. So the woman will always crave the bad boy. Even if she gets the good guy, she gonna try to force some bad boy shit out of him. Because remember, she's comfortable with what she's used to. She's a creature of habit. She built an identity there for such a long time.
I have a rebuttal for that. And I think I do agree with you, but if the woman has dealt with like
she'll probably stay single. She might stay single, but she always wants the bad boy.
That's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say if these bad boys that she's been with have treated her bad and she has that that kind of history with them, I agree with what you're saying that she would do that if she doesn't have that time to work on herself, because once she does and she realizes things, then that's where I think she'll be like, you know what, I had my fun with them. I'm gonna go with that. What do you mean? I'm a girl. I've seen women. I'm not saying all women.
This is why I'm gonna say bullshit.
If the good boy dick trash, you gonna stay with him?
If the what?
The good guy dick trash, you gonna stay with him?
If the good guy changed?
No, if the good guy's dick is trash.
The good guy's dick is trash.
Definitely not.
You see? We said earlier.
See? She could find a good guy.
That? He just got you. He just got you.
How is that?
He just got you. Watch, I'm gonna prove a point.
I know.
Watch this. Hold on. Relax. I'm gonna prove something to you. We just all agreed most toxic people come with great sex. That good guy, you might want him, and I said this in a show I did by myself. It's time to have sex. Most people are not flirting online like that and with each other, sending each other pictures of how do you look like naked. So women might not even know that guy might be such a gentleman. He's not building sexual arousal. It's time to have sex. He might be a shrimp, pause. He might not know what to give you, choke you, spit in your mouth, what the caller was saying earlier. She might be used to that stuff because that stuff comes with the toxic bad boy. Boom. So the moment the guy's not doing that, she's like, damn, this was third base. He didn't even get home. I was trying to see where this could go. Now I feel like I want to throw the whole relationship away. Sometimes that sex is what keeps a lot of women in that relationship. A lot of women will have said it. They said it on podcasts and stuff of that nature. A lot of women out there who are successful have dealt with that. They won't say it publicly because they're embarrassed. Okay. But the reality is there's women play too many different roles. They're away to the public, but behind closed doors, how are they? You see? That bad boy brings out that in them. So in a way, like, the woman will most likely always crave bad boys. She will say, oh, I want the good guy, whatever. But eventually she's going to be like, I want to train him to be kind of bad. So I could have the best of both worlds. You guys are in a good relationship for 2 months, no arguments. She brings up arguments out of nowhere. You see, why does she do that? Why does she do that? Why does she do that? She thinks maybe that shit could lead to makeup sex because her last man and her last man and her last man, that used to happen. Some sadist shit, probably. Sadist masochist shit. Sadomasochism in BDSM, S&M. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, women are creatures of habit way more than men. They build an identity in a relationship because they give their all. So they get used to shit. Some women try to get into new relationships and pick up where they left off.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if she heals. She's still going to want that. She's just going to hope that he could be a dark masculine and a light, which is divine masculine and, bad boy and stuff of that nature. It's hard to find the best of both worlds, but that's probably what she's going to like, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to her activities, because women still do want to have fun, when it comes down to, the bedroom, perhaps, you ain't doing it like the bad boy. Shit. He fucked me up. He ruined any possibility of anyone else or anything else or lifestyles. He fucked me up. So now I need to be choked. That shit turns me on. But the good guy's like, I don't want to go to jail.
I don't want to. You're such a princess. You're so beautiful. I don't want to do that to you.
Facts. Oh, I don't want a dominant man who beats women. They already have their own preconceived notions of what certain men do. Ignorance without really doing their research and really whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So those women are already attracted to that. So it's hard for them to break out of it. Any woman that's attracted to the bad boy for most of her life, she gets with the good guy, I guarantee you that shit won't last, because something's gonna happen based off triggers.
I'm understanding my
you know what I'm saying? So it's like she's always gonna look for those bad boy qualities in that man, or she's not gonna be happy in that dynamic. That's what it comes down to. He just asked you, if his dick was trash, if he wasn't doing all those things, would you fuck with him? Most women will lie and say, I'll teach him shit.
No,
Get
you
the
can't
fuck
teach
out of here.
that.
You ain't teaching him shit. And you don't want to. And if you do, you don't respect him.
I know that.
There's a reason.
I agree with.
Women go crazy. Women go crazy with these guys. Oh my God, he's such a freak. You're so crazy. How do you post this? But meanwhile, they're like, keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Sometimes when a woman finally finds, peace of mind, she'd rather have that than the other stuff.
Man, a lot of women don't care about peace.
Yes, they do. What are you talking about?
You're speaking subjectively, maybe, but you in a small percentage of women. A lot of women don't care about peace too long.
That's what I'm saying.
Women don't come home and say, after a long night of work, I want peace from men say that.
I don't like this show.
I love this. I
don't like this show at all.
Guess. I want to thank you for coming on. Usually we do like final thoughts, what you liked about the show. Do you like us or hate us? Any last thoughts? Yeah.
Oh no, I love y'all. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you, thinking of me to come on for this. It was definitely a fun experience. Anytime you want me to come on, I definitely come back.
Appreciate
and we definitely gotta have you come over. I got a topic. I hit you up sometime this week.
Oh man.
I'll come on whenever you want. Let me know.
So where can they find you?
You come to Instagram, RawsxX. I had to change the name to RawsxX is SXX podcast. I'm on Instagram. I'm probably about to change the whole name because of that, because Instagram kept on cutting my thing down. I guess because it said RawsxX. I don't know why, but they haven't shut it down since I changed the name. So I'm thinking about changing the name altogether now because of that.
Okay. You have a YouTube channel?
No, not yet. We normally record on Tuesdays, all audio. So it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. And then we drop episodes on Friday.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Have a good one.
Got you. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay.
That was fun.
Let's get into the stuff did you write down anything? And then we'll do our final thoughts.
Did I write down anything?
Yeah, any questions you had?
No, my questions were for him. Because
Okay.
I think we all agreed on most of the stuff. Like it was.
So I'm just gonna run through some shit. 4, 5, 7, 9, when we'll do our final thoughts.
Okay.
So 4, which is less likely to occur, the turn a hoe into a housewife or the player. Like he said, it's repetitive, muscle memory. Less likely to occur will be the player and the monogamous, or be monogamous and faithful. Because how I view cheating. You know, so even if the man is with the woman of his dreams, if he's still wandering, still texting other women,
That's cheating.
met a woman in a supermarket, flirting, stuff of that nature, he's cheating. He might as well just approach the dynamic and say, I'm poly, even if he is sexually monogamous with one woman. You know what I'm saying? If he's doing all that other stuff, he's poly. So, you know, that's what I mean. The housewife, that's less likely to happen. Hoe into a housewife, that will, a simp with a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we saw, I'm saying we saw. Well, everybody saw. 1990, Richard Gere and Julia Roberts.
Oh,
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him, powerful Wall Street guy. Oh, I'm gonna change your life or whatever. Simp. You see? So he kind of tried to do that, even though that's a film. Like
Yeah,
it
but
could
it's also
happen.
she was
Small
doing-
percentage of men, but that's more likely to occur than the monogamous.
Okay,
Faithful man,
in regards to that movie, she was doing that as a business though, not, you know what I'm saying, so she could support herself.
It doesn't matter.
Really? It doesn't?
Yeah.
Because I figured, like, okay, a prostitute or a sex worker, that they're doing it out of a need, not out of for not entertainment. Help me out with the word. Not for self pleasure, not for pleasure, right? A hoe that fucks you, your friend, your cousin, your brother, that is a hoe.
Depends on what your hoe is.
That's what I'm
Episode
saying.
114. Whole phase. They need to go back.
He does this.
They need to go
Amazing.
back.
I
We
gotta
both
go
have
back.
114. We both have different season 11. We both have different perspectives on what
Yeah,
hoe
yeah.
is.
That's why I asked you that.
So I did not say prostitute here. I did not
That's what
say
I'm
slut.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
So hoe could be she's around a lot of male energy. She posts her booty online. And when she's in a relationship, the moment she has an argument with that guy, oh, he's not giving me attention today. Fuck him. Out of revenge, retaliation, I post my booty again.
Right.
I opened my Facebook. I had it deactivated. I opened my Facebook. I talked to guys.
Yes, I
May not
agree
be
with
opening
that.
my legs, but I talked to them. I flirt. Blah blah blah. You know,
Right.
she's complaining why so many guys are into her. Look at her perspective. Was she flirting back? Did she give them false hopes?
Right, pictures and all that.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So at the end of the day, like the woman will always revert back to that.
Right, that type of woman.
But being in the prostitute industry, the woman has to suppress her emotions to go through that.
Exactly.
However, the moment she meets that dude with, and you know what, that also makes women be desensitized. You know what that means?
Desensitized.
Desensitized.
Yes.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's like she don't feel shit because it's all the time she's doing it. So she just would lay there and just, what am I, color am I getting my nails done tomorrow? Are you done yet? She don't feel shit because she's doing it all the time.
Because she's not putting her emotions
Yeah.
into it. Yeah.
Me personally, would just jump back on topic. When my subs ask me permission to masturbate, I don't allow them to stick things in there. Play with your clit.
Interesting.
Because I want to be what you feel. Because when they do that too much, it's a fact. Look it up. When they do it too much, they're not gonna feel shit. So boom. So boom. You can't even say this because at the end of the day, I'm a man and I'm looking at the feel.
Right, but
So
medically,
you could
medically
be,
though,
so,
like
okay, so you could be with a man who's large and you're like, oh, he hitting it, and he's just like, she ain't tight enough. Or that, whatever it is. And it's not feeling that great for him. So it matters about how it's going to feel for that guy.
Yeah.
The woman could be like, oh, he's doing all the right thing. But what about him? That's why I say that.
Okay.
In that sense, that's what I mean.
Okay.
For the man's perspective on that matters more. So she's suppressing her emotions. Boom. She gets with the guy that's blowing her back. She wants to leave all that other stuff and whatever because she's now building emotions. Wait, shit. This is supposed to be business, not personal. Why am I falling for him? You see? That's a rare thing that happens. The reality is she's been doing that for so long and around so much male energy, it makes her hard to be present in that dynamic because she's used to an array of male energy.
Okay.
So the reality is she's not going to be, it's less likely to happen will be the monogamous guy being faithful, but will occur the hoe to the housewife. However, she always revert back to the hoe.
Yeah.
And it's because of the people. You see?
Okay.
Men are
The
in
type
control.
of people
Men
you
are
want.
in control of relationship and commitment. So the simp can get the ring. He has a lot of money. I'll spend 3 carats. That's 35K or whatever it is, 33K. Boom. I'll get that for her. I'm a simp. All I want her to bring to the table is her beauty and her sexual talents. That's it. No maternal instincts. I don't care if she cooks or cleans. We could hire a maid. I got so much money. Simp. He could do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get a player to be monogamous and faithful because a lot of men are not looking at women as authoritative figures. Stop doing that. I told you. I gave you my all. He's pointing in his chest. Stop cheating. Stop cheating. Okay, baby, I'll stop. He's lying.
Yeah.
He does it again tomorrow.
Or why? How come I'm not good enough?
Gets caught again. Girl, I caught him cheating again and he promised me he would. He doesn't respect female authority. He's just lying. Some guys might straight up tell you, yo, who the hell you think you're talking to? More of those alphas. But the guys who are not and they suppress their emotions and their feelings and won't articulate, they'll just in their mind, I don't give a fuck what this stupid bitch is saying. I'm going to do my shit tomorrow. I'm meeting the bitch at Walmart or something.
That's true.
In the hotel, parking lot, whatever. We don't even have to, they might live together. He's still going to do it. You see? So it comes down to the authority too.
Okay.
Number 5. Can good sex make a man obey, be faithful or whatever? Same thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Same thing.
Definitely.
Good sex is the catalyst to power. Power. So if the man is providing that for the woman, don't do that. I don't like it. She'll be like, okay, I'll work on that. If she's giving him good sex or whatever, because men are not falling for that. Oh, I got myself off. Going about my day. Stop doing that. No, I'm not. Or the beta. Check this. The beta. Stop doing that. Okay, baby, I'm sorry. I'll do whatever you want to make me happy. I'll buy you a $15,000 bag, some Louis shoes. I'll buy you some flowers. Then he goes behind her back and does it. So at the end of the day, hey, Scarface. You saw Scarface. Tony Montana.
A million times.
Tony Montana said to Frank, excuse me, I'm not doing that. You orders? He's like, yeah, I gave you an order. He said, Frank, the only thing in this world that commands or makes orders is balls. So it doesn't matter how much money and status she got. She could be like, stop doing that. He don't see authority in you. He just won't articulate that. But in his mind, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women out there, especially women, don't know what men are thinking. Because a lot of men don't say shit.
Yeah, they keep everything inside.
You see what I'm saying? Definitely. So it comes down to that. So if he's providing great sex, that's a lot of power.
Yeah.
Especially if it's rare.
That's what it is for the woman. Because you can't, it's not, like
common.
You said before, a lot of men are just looking to get themselves off, don't have the foreplay. So when a woman finds that and she's like, holy shit, this was good. Let me be on my best behavior so I can get it again.
Yeah. Yep. Like women don't have the scarcity mindset of thinking, oh, this guy's gonna leave, because they have all these delusional or fictitious options. Dating apps, social media, whatever she could be. Even if the guy controls everything, phone, whatever, he sees passwords, I could still fuck with a nigga at Walmart. He don't know. I know when he's working. He works 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Boom, boom, boom. I could pop in whenever those times, and I'm gonna see him. I know what time, because women are keeping more of mental documentation than men do. Remember, they use their brain more efficiently when they're not fucking with those fuck boys with good dick, because those fuck boys with good dick make them stupid.
Clouds your judgment.
Yeah, but when they're not, and they thinking clearly, they build their shit and they start being logical and start, attention to detail, looking at you up and down and shit like that, just dissecting you. Oh, he's dominant. He's not dominant. He's masculine. He's feminine. 5 o'clock, he shows up. My man comes home after 5. Boom, I can make it home in time. Thinking about the cheating the night prior. They could do that better than us. We don't got time to do that. You see everything that I just said? A man is looking at it. Damn, nigga, that's stressful. Yeah. But a woman will do it. So at the end of the day, like, the woman will be more likely to submit. That's what it comes down to. To submit, especially if the sex is good. Men won't submit.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's see. So what I was saying about the women, the scarcity mindset of them leaving, they're not thinking about that. They're thinking more of violence. If I do this, will he yell? If I do this, will he take shit away? They're not thinking about will he leave. That's the last thing they think about because of the options.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
If she does something, you're saying that if she does
Conse-
something, she's
con-
not thinking, oh, he's going to leave me if I do this. She's just thinking, I'm going to get in trouble if I do this.
Yes,
Gotcha.
severe
Okay.
consequences.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
what
yeah.
those consequences could be, I don't know. If she doesn't know that guy.
Right.
Or she never seen him at his worst.
She's just going by what she's used to with other people.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 7 and then 9 and then we'll do our final thoughts. You didn't write anything down or you good?
No,
Need me
I'm
to
going
explain
off-
anything? Okay. So we said most of the time toxic people come with great sex. Who cares more about great sex, men or women? People with high sex drives tend to stick it out with rude or mean people who satisfy their sex drive or are great in bed.
I agree.
So that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to let him rock.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I wanted to say about this. Women care more about that than men. Women's sexual kinks have come from men or them reading erotica books.
Yes.
Oh, I want to try that with my man, but I don't know if it's in him. Maybe I'll try. Hey, baby, want to try something new? She'll bring it about. But if not, she had a dude prior that was doing that. Push me up against the wall, choke me, spit in my mouth, spank my ass, pull my hair, tie me up, whatever it is. Call me your worthless slut. I like it. That's the irony.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they like that and they learned that from a man. A man got them used to that.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, like they're gonna like that more than the man will. So because at the end of the day, the irony is even though you might be doing some disrespectful shit, the irony is in the brain, it's serotonin is dropping.
It's translating into something good.
Yeah, oxytocin is dripping. And that's gonna cause her to pair bond. That's the irony about that. The more disrespect it is, depending on their boundaries, every woman has a threshold, right? Depending on how disrespectful it is, the endorphins kick in and that feels good.
Yeah.
Pulling her hair. Like when girls were young, they didn't like that. Why do they like it when they're older?
Yeah.
Because when you do it right and you get towards the scalp, oxytocin, endorphins kick in, and it's actually that endorphin chemical actually makes the body numb and it translates into pleasure for the body. That's why a woman could get wet from you spanking her constantly.
Interesting.
You see? But if your dad did that, I'm disappointed in you, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna make you feel bad. Oh, I disappointed him. I'm gonna cry.
Right. I guess it also depends on the feeling that, like, the moment that you're in when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So that was 7. Number 9, and then we'll do our final thoughts. Do you believe a woman with game is dangerous or a man? A woman.
100%.
Because think about it. Men have to earn their merit. You know what I'm saying? Women have value because of the value that men give them.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like if I see a woman who I don't even care what she does or whatever, her beauty, whatever, sexual type, oh my God, I'm going to make her a queen. I'm going to make her my wife. He's giving her value.
Okay.
He's fucking with her constantly, validating her. He's giving her value. So the thing is, women could already acquire sex easier than men. They just got to walk out. You might not even have to put all that blah, blah makeup and shit, eyelashes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She don't even look like that. Filters and she don't even look like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
But she could just go out and just not even say a word. At least 5 guys will come up to her and talk. Cashier dude, whatever. Because women are prey. Men hunt. So at the end of the day, a woman with game is dangerous because you could already get it easy. So now that she has knowledge and plotting and scheming and shit, whoa, that's wild. That's wild. The shit that she could do. She could even manipulate the guy who's not in his divine masculine that she's with.
Yep.
She could manipulate because that's part of game too.
Yep.
It could be dark game. You know what I'm saying? Might not be good game, but it's still game too. She's very dangerous.
Yeah,
so the guy that has game, he had to work on that. And we said this in
I guess so, but I think my answer for
No, I'm
why,
telling you the truth.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is why I picked a woman being more dangerous because I feel like a man who has game, it's more in the forefront. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, he's not
it's more-
concealing it?
Exactly.
Mm.
A woman that got game is gonna hide it because she knows that that's dangerous. She
Yeah.
could, and she's gonna use it to her own benefit. How she's gonna,
Most-
move around guys, her guy at work, whatever. Just because she got game doesn't mean that it's just gonna work on one, sex. It could
Mm.
work on many different people.
Mm.
That's why I think it's more dangerous for a woman.
Most men won't conceal it too. know?
I think most men that,
Depending on
that
his end
know,
goal. Depending on his end goal.
yeah, and also that know
'Cause-
themselves. They don't have to flaunt it. But a lot
Yeah.
of guys that have it that don't really know themselves, they're gonna flaunt it. They're gonna let you know I got game. I could pull bitches. I could I can do all that. Oh shit, he's writing things down.
Yeah. So, because I didn't want to forget.
Okay.
The player will most likely subject himself to anything because his end goal is pussy. That's why I was saying earlier. It depends on the end goal.
Mhm.
So you ever seen Bell Bellany? Am I saying his name? Bell Bellany's How to Be a Player. Am I saying his name right? Bill Bellany.
I think, yeah, I know who you're talking
1998 or
Yeah, yeah.
1997.
Yeah.
How to Be a Player. He had a
Bill Bellamy.
dominatrix
Mhm.
that was dominating him. He had the white girl that
Mhm.
was so, and he had to talk proper with her. He had the married wife with Lester. It
Mhm.
smells Benny Mac.
Okay.
Smells like booty, dick, and pussy in here. Remember?
Badussy, yeah,
But this, him. He had to be some. Oh, it's the plumber. Yes, I already got paid already. Had to bang it and bang it and bang it. You see what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? He had to play so many different roles because his
Yeah.
objective was what?
To get the
So he will simp. He will be beta. He will be maybe the alpha. He will do this. He will change shit up. He will change his character because his objective is that.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So in a way, like he's concealing his game.
Mm.
You know, where the woman, if she has game, yes, you're right, she will conceal it. And the men who are in their divine masculine won't be able to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's more dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much more dangerous.
Yeah.
Plus, and it also depends on how her mindset is. You know what I mean? Like you have those types of women that will lie on a man just because, he didn't give her attention or he paid whatever, and now she wants to make his life hard, and now he, lie on him. It's
Yep,
crazy.
Yep. So final
Oh,
thoughts.
Jesus. Final thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, the last question here is:
So is it a problem? Is it like
I don't think oxymorons are problems. It's just like another descriptive word. I think. I don't think necessarily that it's a problem. So I don't think that there's a solution. Like it's a loyal slut. If she's loyal, then where's the problem? I don't know. I think it's a play on words, and I don't think that it's necessarily an issue.
Yeah, so technically for me, it's an oxymoron. A slut can't be loyal.
Right.
Unless, like I said earlier, she's mine personally.
Okay.
But we're talking about she's a slut with everybody. So how is she loyal or even faithful? She might set dudes up to get killed or like robbed and shit.
But then exactly.
So
where
how
would the
is she
loyalty
loyal?
come?
That's what I'm saying. It's an oxymoron. So I'm trying to prove. I
Right.
don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it. Just like a feminist who's attracted to an alpha dominant man. That's contradictory too. That's an oxymoron. I don't believe it. So to me, when we look at, is it a problem? No, it's not a problem depending on what you are willing to tolerate. For every action, there's a reaction. There's consequences to your decision, girl and guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's consequences to this shit. The only thing I find attractive in this title is the good girls with dirty minds. For me, that's the only thing I find attractive. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously I consider myself the bad boy with the thing. You know what I'm saying? With all these skills, like I consider myself that. But I'm talking about on the opposite sex.
You don't consider yourself a bad boy with a
Good man? Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
I have the dark masculine and the light.
Okay.
So in certain circumstances, I know when to control both and to turn it up, turn it down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's very hard for a lot of men to do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the good girl, dirty mind, and it's not a problem depending on what you're willing to take. Me, I put everything on the table. So I know that when women try to act like months later, complaining about certain things, like bringing up equality and stuff, I try to force them to take accountability.
How?
So I bring it to their attention, and then I'm like, apologize, or this or that, and if you don't, I take things away.
Okay.
I make them take accountability because the reality is I put everything on the table. Okay. You agreed to this shit, like a contract almost. So she's manipulating because if she's complaining in 2 months or 3 months, you see,
she already knew what was.
She probably tried to approach the dynamic. I could probably change him.
Yeah.
So her karma was that because there's spiritual consequences to doing that versus saying, "Yo, no, I won't." Oh, he's hot. Tattooed, muscles, black too. I'm getting everything great. You know, I'm still not healed, but you know, he's hot though. Okay. I don't want to let this shit slide.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll agree to
grab that opportunity.
Yeah, I'll agree to it, meaning you're not built for that.
Yeah.
You see? So it's like, in a way, it's not a problem. It depends who's gonna,
right, who's gonna
write it. Yeah.
Right.
So I wrote down some stuff, and you know how I like to link it with you with the Microsoft Word, but my Wi-Fi is not working for some reason.
You need it?
So I didn't even, I think I could read it from there. I didn't, it's not like saving on this side. Right. I don't know how it did. Usually it's the opposite.
Yeah, usually yours and mine doesn't. Yeah.
So it's on yours, but it's just not on mine, which is weird.
Go ahead. I could lend mine.
So lonely married women, most of them, I don't want to say all, like the players. College girls like the street thugs or niggas. Good girls like the bad boys. Submissives love dominance. High earner women love taking care of broke dudes. A witch is attracted to a warlock or wizard. Horny nymphomaniacs like the male freaks or sexual doms. A shy girl loves a confident alpha. The high school cheerleader loves the jock. A follower always seeks the leader. A student needs a teacher. A writer loves a pen. A spirit needs a body to take over. A speaker needs a microphone. So have you ever dated an oxymoron? And if so, why? He says, why? Did you and why?
Have I ever dated an oxymoron? Yes, I have.
Why? And then we're gonna say whatever we gotta say, and then we're gonna go forward.
I guess
finish.
You know, I think I said before the oxymoron I dated was the bad. Oh crap! I have to go back up. Bad boy. What was it?
Bad boy.
Whoa. Bad.
Good dick or
good bad boy and bad boy good down below us. And why did I date them? Well, I think
they made
I dated them
good?
because it was well, definitely they made me feel good, but it's also I guess what I was attracted to that their character or whatever how they were, and I guess plus the the sexual aspect of it. I don't know.
So I explained the good man, bad boy. Let me explain the bad bitch and then the good girl, and then because these two I was with. Bad bitch, good pussy. Good girl, dirty mind. So bad bitch is a hood term. A lot of people know of this hood term, but there's people out there from different countries that don't know this. So let me just explain it real quick. It's a hood term for good-looking woman. It's also doesn't have to do with anything of physical attractiveness as well. It could be she doing her thing. It could be high status. Okay. Oh, she a bad bitch. It doesn't necessarily mean she's bad, evil, or whatever. Right. You understand? So she could be doing her thing, high status, whatever. Or she could be very good looking.
Okay.
So I've had that. Good looking, good pussy. Boom. Good girls, dirty minds. So the good girls are the homebodies. They're kind of boring to most people. Goody two shoes. Doesn't like to curse, use profanity. Very traditional, conservative. Their views are like one-sided.
Okay.
You know, because they're very conservative. They're not doing so much adventurous shit.
Okay.
You know, they're not putting themselves in situations to act up or get in trouble because they care about their reputation.
Okay.
You're not gonna find them often in the clubs, maybe once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing like girls' trips alone, because they're scared of that.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely not going on trips alone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, so you know, those are the good girls' dirty minds. So they do like puzzles when they're home. They read books. They read erotica novels. They you know, they have this secret inner slut desire, but they are selective sluts
with who they let it out.
with who they let it out with and who can bring it out. So they have this in them,
Now,
but
that's a good question.
they're afraid because they're kind of shy too.
Mm-hmm.
They're very feminine. Good girls are very feminine.
Does it take a long time to get the dirty thoughts out of them? Like for you, because you're saying that you had these types of women, and you just said it depends on who brings it out. Does it take a while? Like how does my question make sense to you? Like how, if they're shy and more reserved and stuff like that, I'm assuming that they're going to be shy in expressing themselves.
Yes.
So it takes a minute, right?
So for example, then we'll jump back.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that. We got time.
Yeah, we got time.
A lot of Middle Eastern countries,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Middle Easterners, right? They're like freaks. Remember I said at the master class, Kama Sutra,
Mm-hmm.
and like this BDSM was there,
Mm-hmm.
ancient Egyptians, then it been kept going and going. America's late. So they're into a lot of that stuff, BDSM. They're into a lot of
Poly.
like freaky, yeah. But the women aren't. They're very prestigious, pristine. I mean, pristine. Those women are very pristine. They're very good, good girls type modest.
Right.
So they might not be into that stuff. That's why earlier we were talking about the guy that dates the sluts most of his life.
Right.
You see, he might struggle with the good girl because like, oh, she doesn't do things that the side chick will do. Even
if he tells her to.
That's what I was going to get into. You kind of read my mind.
Sorry.
He's not a trainer. So he won't even do that. He'd rather have a woman who's fully loaded, the fully loaded Lamborghini.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Versus taking the nice car and then souping it up. Now it's your personal thing because I put that work in. I put that money in. I put that time in. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, it's like a lot of men are not trainers. They're not leaders, guiders. And yo, do it like this. Slow down. Ba, ba, ba. Spit. Boom. Choke. Off. On. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. They're not talking. They're not doing it. They're just expecting women to know. You see what I'm saying? So in a way, it's like, well, the woman's talking about her sexual talents. Great. I'm going that way.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So in a way, it's like that's why.
I think that's why women, I feel, want the guy that is a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like regular women want a guy to be like, all right, this is what I like, do this.
Yeah,
we don't gotta guess that shit.
That's why most of the times women even will lie and say they want the good guy. But you know, the bad boy, even though like it's hard to find a good bad boy, but if you look at it and you see, right, you're like, oh, the bad boy will just instinctively know.
No, it's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's also associated with alpha. He's not going to take no shit. He's going to move at the beat of his own drum. The good guy, that might be a little bit more beta. And he might not, there might be certain restrictions. The caller was saying, oh, you know, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah. I don't see you like that. Yeah, we've had this conversation too in a long, old one too.
He might have gone on a date, didn't say anything at the moment. Then they each go to their separate houses. He texts her or calls her or something and says this. And she's thinking, why didn't you tell me this when you're in front of my face?
When we were on the date. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the good guy, the nice guy, you know, and then the bad boy is just like, shit, I'm not going to have to teach him anything. He's decisive over there. He's gonna, yo, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. You're not going out dressed like that.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. I don't want you to be around them. Their energy. No, you're going to absorb that. Yeah. They're feminists. No.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna make those certain rules and come with certain standards. The good guy is not. That's why the woman is not building sexual attraction. And arousal there. So it's like, stop lying. And people should stop telling especially women, yo, date outside your type. Try to listen. If the woman has a bad boy type, but she doesn't like the toxic ones, stay single for a little bit. Pray, right? And see
Work
if you,
on yourself.
and see if you could get the dominant man that has the bad boy qualities. May not be a bad boy, has the bad boy qualities, but is really a good man. Divine masculine type could balance the dark masculine and the light. You know what I'm saying? The divine masculine. So try to find that. They are out here. You might have to travel, but they are. I'm telling you.
I was just about to ask you where were they going to find.
You keep saying you're only one. No, I just said Middle Eastern guys too.
No. I know, but what I was going to say is, I'm sure the women want to know. Well, where can we find them? Like, where should we look? You know what I'm saying?
Not on dating apps.
I agree. I feel like dating
They're
apps
probably not in your DM.
Is just for sex.
They're probably not in your DM kissing your ass. Hey, queen. Just wanted to say you look beautiful. I don't have any intentions or any ulterior motive. I'm just telling you look beautiful today. And I've seen them because my women have screenshotted shit. And we laughing at the shit. We laughing at these niggas together. You know what I'm saying? Hey, queen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, they're not going to be in your DM. And if they are in your DM and you're lucky to find them in there, they're straight to the point. Yo, I like this, bum, let me get your number, boom, we doing this, da-da-da-da-da. And if she turns him down, he's gone. She probably won't hear from him anymore. But those other guys will keep talking to themselves. No response. She's leaving you on scene. They will keep going. Next day, he didn't get a response. The next day, hey, queen, it's Tuesday. I'm just saying you look great today. Loved your post. Yo, they gonna keep going. You see what I'm saying? So women notice. They may not put a term to it, but they know. So I think that is why the bad boy is always more attractive, because it comes down to sex. Remember, you said a lot more women wouldn't conceal that. They don't want to be viewed as a slut, hoe, whatever. But they have dark desires, especially behind closed doors.
Definitely.
Those good guys might not be able to bring that stuff out. And those bad boys do. That's why the irony about those bad boys who are toxic, we just said it, has it become the norm? They make them feel comfortable, huh?
Yeah.
They make them feel comfortable.
And like a freak.
The nice guy and the good guy.
They might
I'm
say
scared.
Things, they might say things to make a girl feel like you want to do that. And even the way he says it, she'll be like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it. Yeah. So 100% on that. Very good. Very good.
So that's what I believe. So all these things happen to be true. I dated those women, the good women with the good girls with the dirty minds. The thing I'm into. So in a way, like, I got a lot of sexual options, but not that many relationship long-term ones.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm selective. So I might meet the good girl, but like, she might not be into the stuff
that you're into.
So she got to be willing to be like, okay, I will try this.
Okay.
And I'll rock with her. Oh shit. This is like being a kid in a candy store, because I'm a trainer. Right. I will educate. I won't hold my tongue. Right. I won't be quiet. She gonna be perfect. I'm gonna mold her. Yeah. Another dude who's kind of like me, a fragment, who doesn't know himself, steadfast, maybe a little bit more toxic. He gonna be like, oh no, she's too good. She definitely not gonna rock with this. She definitely not. I got some desires that no. Let me fuck with the hoe. But I want the good girl for marriage, but let me fuck with the hoe. Meanwhile, I'll never fuck with the hoe. I'll never fuck with the slut. Because I dominate. Right. I dominate in their entirety. So the reality is, I will get the good girl and mold her to be my personal slut.
Your loyal slut.
And only for me.
Oxymoron.
But the other guys, they will just go to that because it's a lot easier. They don't want to train. I go through shit. I elevate it to the top level. I'm not trying to have patience to show how I want it in the bedroom, how I want it to act outside of the bedroom. I'm not trying to do that. I just rather have a chick that's just ready to go and blah, 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 whatever.
Because they're lazy, you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, the good girls are most likely not coming with a lot of trauma. And that's why it's good to be with them. Those sluts and whatever, what a lot of people don't talk about is they do. That's why after sex, they start acting stupid. And the guy's just like, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm going to smash another time because it was good and then I'm out. You see, because they got mad trauma.
Yeah, but what do you mean acting stupid?
Maybe starting stupid arguments or
like being
not
possessive and
listening to
shit.
him and shit like that. And that's his karma, because it's like, yo, you going to the high mileage Ferrari.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? You don't even think that Ferraris are not to be driven every day. They're not built like that.
right.
Italian models, you know what I'm saying? Porsche make those type of engines and shit. You're not even onto that shit. You just looking at the exterior and the possible sexual talent. Oh, I could rock with this. This could be a daily or weekly pussy for me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't even say woman, he's saying pussy.
Pussy, right.
So boom, you get with that, but now it's giving you problems.
Right.
It had multiple owners on the Carfax.
Mm.
Multiple. And it's like, wait a minute, every single owner, there's like 10 or 20, they kept it for 1,000 miles.
Holy shit.
What's wrong with the car? Why wouldn't somebody keep it for longer?
Because they didn't want to fix it up.
You see, so that's what ends up happening. They're not healed. They're bringing that shit. They're making their life hell, giving them headaches every day. And like, shit, I didn't expect this. I'm out.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
And then that can lead to like a one night stand too. And it's not the woman's fault. You know what I'm saying? He's not talking. He went ghost.
Yeah.
So it's hard because like many songs out there have said it. The bad girls ain't no good, but the good girls ain't no fun.
That's true.
So it's like, where do you find the balance? Where do you find the balance? You level up as a man. So when you approach the dynamic, you're able to be like, this is the program. You either in or out. And if you're not in, take care. It was nice to meet you. Makes me feel sad. You know, but at the end of the day, bye. Because I gotta work on me. I know what I need.
So then what's your opinion on a woman leveling up? Like, how is she like, okay, let's say
no.
There is none?
I don't feel like a woman should level up. Only in her femininity.
Okay, but yes, then level up in your own femininity. Get to know yourself.
Yeah.
Heal and all that. Okay.
Get in tune with spirituality and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's your power.
Okay.
Your power is a nurturer.
Okay.
So in a way, like if you want a dominant man, level up in that way. So complementary opposites.
Right.
But if you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to get the bag, I'm going to do this, you're going to adopt a lot of masculine traits. When you meet the high masculine man, he's going to be like, yo, I couldn't read her soul. Like I said in the season finale. Now I know this bitch. She's annoying.
Yeah.
She's not pleasant to be around.
It's almost
she
like
gives me headaches,
it's
not peace.
Like how when we had oh my God, Latin Lover.
Latina Lover, yeah.
Yeah, and he said Latina Lover, yes. And he said that he's had a lot of women that are high in their masculinity approach him and left him confused. Like, I don't know how to go about it now. Because that's my role to approach, and you're approaching me. So I guess it's like the same thing, right?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
So it's
good to know, ladies. Good to know. Get to the writing down.
It's harder for women to find what they want than it is for men.
I also think for a woman, because back in my younger years, I was very tomboyish. I was very in my masculine role for, traumas and all that other stuff that we just went over right now. And I can tell you that it's confusing even to us because now we don't know how to move either. You know what I'm saying? Like, should I be more girly or should I show him that I'm one of, I can be one of I could be down too. You know what I'm saying? And that as a woman fucks you up because now you're like, all right, which way should I go? You should go with how your natural way is. And that is to be more feminine. I'm just saying, I put that out there.
Yeah. Depends on their upbringing and after their upbringing or their household or whoever's in their life.
Yeah. I think definitely get to know yourself.
As you're on this journey, whatever it is, you want to try to find like-minded people. You want to try to associate yourself around those type of people because how infectious energy is.
Yeah.
So if you're around people who are doing dumb shit, like, yo, I knew a lot of street niggas back in the days. I'm not going to be fucking with them now. I got a lot of shit to lose. Yeah. And on top of that, I'll be guilty by association. I could tell the cop, yo, I wasn't doing shit. But them niggas that was doing all that other shit I'm not going to mention, they'd be like, well, you was there.
Yep.
Well, you know them. Yep. So at the end of the day, like, it's the same thing. Like, you want to try to be associated around or with people who are on those like journeys. So the
Yeah.
woman who's healed and on her path, but fucking with the toxic bad boy who's not trying to elevate, but he has good dick, sadist tendencies. He's always gonna have power. No matter if they ended, he could be like, "Yo, bitch." He could say that to her. "Yo, bitch, I'm fucking horny. Come get this dick wet. I'm running." She's running. That's what she says. She goes like this.
The doorbell rings before she hangs up the phone.
She's like, fucking hate it, whatever. But what does she do? Yeah. Or they meet at a hotel or whatever it is. Why? Because he will always have that power.
But you know what? In her mind, you know what she's thinking? I'm going to get my rocks off too. That's how she's justifying it.
No. Because remember, most likely those guys do it well in the bedroom.
Right.
Those women don't have to work.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is if they're broken up, right, for whatever reason, and he's calling her, she's going to justify going back, even if it's just to have sex, as saying, I'm getting my rocks off too, so it's like a fair exchange. Does that make sense?
You're right.
Yeah.
Also, it could be
that's how she's tricking herself.
It could also be with her going to him is, yo, he's the only one that understands me. Let's say, for example, it's a woman that lives a BDSM life.
Okay.
Doesn't know herself, hasn't healed, got with the wrong man. Now that wrong man, now the power is in the hands of the wrong man. So, are you getting the image in your head?
I am. I'm confused.
Okay,
though.
so this is where I'm going with this.
Okay.
The power is in the hands of the wrong man. She has certain kinks and desires that she feels like a lot of men cannot fulfill or will judge her and resent her for. She meets regular dudes that have money approaching her, but they're beta to her. And she's just like, yo, listen, before we go further, because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of wasting time. I'm a submissive and I like BDSM. Okay. Do you know what that means? Do you know what a dominant is? Do you know? Yeah, I know what it is. Da-da-da-da-da. But really not.
Okay, sounds like a switch to me.
Or she's engaging with the guy, right? And now the guy is like not showing those tendencies. So she might be like, you know what? She has a lot of sexual options. A lot of men want to sleep with her. However, her love language is BDSM, relationships. A lot of men aren't in it. So her sexual options are high. Her relationship options and long-term are low.
Okay.
So that guy probably understands that. Doesn't judge her, doesn't resent her, whatever. It might be a little toxic there, but even though I'm getting myself off, I'm good. He understands my soul. He understands my mind. He doesn't judge me because I'm a nasty freak.
Okay.
Probably getting into the next topic next week. But you know what I'm saying? So in a way, that might be the catalyst to keep her going there. That might be the catalyst to have her remain in that relationship.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? At the end good.
I was a little confused only because I'm assuming that if she is in the BDSM lifestyle, she would, I guess, know how to vet the man better.
Yeah.
And in so doing, if she is a true submissive, from my understanding of how you educate us and all that stuff,
she's not going to settle.
No, would she even approach a man like that? Like I'm a submissive.
I'm saying those guys are approaching her. So she's like, listen, that's. Okay, that's what you meant. Oh, I guess when you were moving that, it was breaking.
You hear it? Oh, yeah. I don't hear it. That's why.
Okay, because I couldn't hear myself for a second. Shit, what's my train of thought? So that's why. Oh, those guys approached her, right? You probably thought, oh, she's already approaching. No. Yes, that would have been a switch. But I mean, these guys are already approaching her, whether it's in person, in her DMs, and she's just like, I don't see anything in him. So maybe he's hiding it. So let me find out. Before I waste any time, I'm this, I'm that. This is what I require. I don't do vanilla. I know myself. I know I'm not going to be present in that dynamic. This is who I am. Do you know what this is? That's what I mean.
Okay,
that's okay to do because that's vetting.
Right. And then when she finds them, then she becomes fully submissive.
Yeah. So it's very hard to find the financial provider and the good dick. or great sex, foreplay, and stuff of that nature. As men get older, testosterone levels drop. You need to constantly build your testosterone, right? Go to the gym, sunlight, sleep well. You know what I'm saying? All of these things. Eat right, diet, stuff of that nature, right? Meditate, pray, do whatever you have to do. All of those things play a factor into building your testosterone as a man. So the thing is, a lot of women are going to suffer in that aspect, you know, specifically sexual.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why in a way they'll do that, because there's not a lot of men who are satisfying them. And like I said, we're going to be jumping into the next topic. I don't want to, but a lot of men are not satisfying them. They might have a high sex. Let's talk about the real shit on here. They might have a high sex drive. Yeah, they want the good guy, but he's gonna fucking make me feel like a crazy fucking slut or bitch for having this high sex drive or being an nymphomaniac. But the bad boy ain't, and he could satisfy. He could tame the beast inside me, the slut.
Right. So, the good guy probably can't go more than one round.
Yeah.
The bad boy, not only does he like that part of her, can keep going. They can match each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. It's like sometimes women will just assess the situation and they'll look at the pros and the cons. And then it will be like, if a lot of women, you interview them and you say, is sex an integral part in the relationship dynamic?
Right. Is it important?
Guess what she's most likely gonna do? She will settle. If she says yes, if she says yes, guess what she's gonna do? She will be with that guy. Because if she has a choice, good guy, a lot of money, financial provider, not gonna give you sex. Very bad at it. And she's not willing to train. Versus guy who makes decent amount of money. Right. You know what I'm saying? He might not be rich.
Right, matches you at least.
70K, 90K. That's a lot of money, and it depends on your region. Boom. And he's all this stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? He could bring that. She gonna fuck with him. Me, I'm tired. All week I've been meeting with CEOs, vice presidents, electricians for buildings, painters, hiring these guys, paying money. The CEOs buying me lunch, us talking ideas. I'm tired, but for some reason I'm still giving energy. Yeah, that's very hard for men to do, where they like work and strive because we pressure on us to be providers. Then they come home and they can't do this stuff. They don't have it in them. Like, I have a high sex drive myself. So a woman coming in, we match that. I might be higher than yours. So you're never going to have to worry about that aspect when it comes to me. But another guy might not. So now there's something you're going to suffer. Yeah. He puts all his shit into building his empire. He doesn't put the equal amount of skill or even build that skill or hone in on his seducer nature. So he can't bring that. Right. So most likely the chick suffers, or she cheats and she stays with the guy that makes less money than her man. Huh? You see what I'm saying? You see? So at the end of the day, women's love language is words of affirmation. It's physical touch, affection, sex, stuff of that nature. It's all of that. We don't hear women's love language being money. Yo, that's stability, that's structure. But at the end of the day, a lot of relationships fail due to this shit. Neglect, all that shit. And it's 80% of people, especially in America, women initiating divorce. Why? Because it's something that, oh, you ain't doing this anymore. I'm not happy.
I saw something on Instagram. This woman said that she divorced her husband because she was, she made a lot more money. She got, bumped up in her career. She was doing, she felt like she was independent and all this. And then she thought that she could tell her husband what to do, and then she said that, they got divorced and now she's stuck out here, having to be her own security, her own protection, her own, all of that, because she didn't know how to
navigate through that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. It's a lot harder for women to find a man to check all their boxes. Yeah. He could be 6 feet tall, have 6 figures, have a 6-pack.
666.
However, all these other potential skills, he does not have. She most likely will not be happy there. Yeah, he's great to look at. You think a lot of women really care about a six pack? You think a lot of I tell young men this, yo, stop worrying about your bench. Because when you see women out there and you at the beach and you look chiseled and shit, they're not gonna walk up to you and say, how much do you bench? Stop doing that. Stop worrying. Just stay chiseled, stay right, keep your abs right and stuff of that nature or whatever. But a lot of women don't care about abs. It's like the fucking Ferrari. Oh no, the Lamborghini. The salesman says, listen, the only thing that this car doesn't come with is those doors. What do you call them?
Suicide doors?
Is that what it is? Yes, those suicide doors. Just, you press a button and it opens by itself. You think a lot of people are gonna be like, I'll buy it and I'll have a mechanic or a guy that I know put it in for me.
No.
That's how it is with the abs. That's why I use that analogy.
Yeah.
It's nice to look at. Can you fuck though? Can you fuck though? How big is your dick?
Oh my God.
In their mind.
Right.
They may not be masculine and ask you straight up, but in their mind, they're thinking like that. Yeah. Oh, it looks nice. Yeah. Can you fuck though?
But what can you do with it?
Can you make me come? Yeah, you got all that money. You got all that money, but are you sharing it with me? Are we going to be living together? Because we're still living in different houses. We just met. Okay. I'm telling you, yo. And I think like this because I got divine assistance. Yeah. They put in my mind in their mind. For me to think like this. A lot of women, like you said earlier, will conceal their intentions. They'll conceal their thoughts. But they're thinking that just like the woman that lives the BDSM lifestyle, she's already thinking it. She's bringing it to his attention. Are you a dom? Do you know what this term means? Da 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 da. Right. And if she's not wasting her time. Yeah, guys want to marry me. Guys want to take me out. Guys want to provide. Guys want to have kids with me. Guys want to pay for everything and not have me home and just have me home. But the reality is they're not wooing you. And that means a lot because I said what the woman's love language is. Yep. So the reality is, the stability is great in one aspect, but you're not giving me sexual. You're not giving me psychological. You're not giving me emotional security. So it's like those things matter too. Yeah. And now it comes down to also knowing yourself in the relationship. Because now you're interacting. It's like, oh shit, I know there's a lot of things. And if men are pointing it out, but those last guys wasn't pointing that shit out. So that means they were just here for sex. Then when you meet that one guy, you think you're healed and he's pointing all these bad habits. Shit, I really am not healed.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where it matters.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, a lot of women have high sexual
drive,
high sexual options, but the reality is they care about the long term, meaningful stuff. That's why the successful woman is actually retaining the man after sex and the high caliber man. Because the man that could get a lot of women, do things, whatever, has options too. If you keep him around, then that's powerful because now it comes down to what is she doing? What does she have? Right. What type of character?
She's keeping him with her, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because a woman could just get a male easy. They'll stay for superficials.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so it's a lot harder. That's why a lot more women are selective. The ones that have special needs, I guarantee you they're selective. The ones that will just go with whatever, they're not. Looking for the bills to be paid or whatever it is, they're not. The ones that have sexual needs, sex matters to me. I have a high sex drive. Boom, boom, boom. I need a guy to, talk to me, have conversations. Like we're not 15 anymore. Talk to me like an adult. Right. Can you sustain a conversation? Yeah. Talk to me. Stop texting. So now they're like, now it's slim pickings.
Yeah, they gotta. Now they're check marks. They gotta give some up.
Some up. That's I'm glad you said that. And now they are likely to settle more than men, especially those men who are trainers and will go out there and really hunt because they can take any type of chick and turn her out and have her act how he wants her to act. Depends on his preference. Me, I'm not turning out the slut. Stay where you are. Okay. Hoes, stay where you are. I'm not turning them out, but I could. Because there's shit I've done in the past that I talked about. Episode 51, season 5.
They're going to go running back to that
when we brought on Spectrum Films. And I said, I've had women that roll with killers, drug dealers, queen pins, turn them soft. I know what I'm capable of. But do I have the patience at this master level to keep doing that? Because that's draining at some point. Yeah. Do I have the patience to keep doing it? Yeah. I could do it. That's why I'm saying it. Can't hear myself.
I'm not even touching it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Can you
totally
hear me?
hear
Because
you.
I can't hear.
Yeah.
As far as having the patience to want to do it,
Yeah.
you could still do it, but do you want to?
Right. It's tiring now, I'm assuming.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for a man to find a good woman than it is for a woman to find a good man. And then when you look at it, do they really want good men? Because they're looking at the byproduct. Oh, this shit looks nice and shiny, but now the salesman says, yeah, the Ferrari's nice, but only thing is it's high mileage and they got a couple of mechanical issues. Still gonna buy it? You're like, damn.
Or it has a slow oil leak.
The exterior look great. You're like, now when you get to know the internal, fuck.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Shouldn't have bought it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's more difficult for women than it is for men, because a woman will act right with the man that's providing well in all capacity.
In all capacities. Yes.
The women could meet, the man could meet the woman who's providing well in all capacity. He still won't change. And I've met them. Them RNs, make 6 figures. He still won't. They'll complain. They've complained to me in the past. He's still doing it, crying. I don't know what to do.
Why is it, do you think, that men just do that? Is it just like to conquer, like to just go and have sex with bitches?
We're
like
conquerors. We're conquerors.
So that's the only reason.
Not all men. I'm not speaking for all men in that sense. Why they do
just the men that do.
Men are conquerors. It's like an itch. It's our nature. It's our nature to hunt. It's our nature. You know what I'm saying? I said it a third time to stick it in people's heads.
Gotcha.
So due to certain things, trauma, stress, whatever, sexual arousal, animalistic tendencies kick in. The way you are outside is not how you are inside. You see what I'm saying? In that moment, it's like, yo, this is me falling back into my nature. The woman, this is her falling back into nature. That's why the feminists will be submissive behind closed doors. Huh?
Because it's in them.
But what bothers a lot of men is they struggle to do it outside. That's why they don't last long with guys. You
like,
see?
if you're going to be like this with me behind closed doors, be like this with me outside.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. So the moment, they probably don't have a problem dominating dudes in bed. But if they meet that pleaser, that's like pushes them on the bed, relax. I'm going to please you. Just shut the fuck up. You don't have to talk.
Yeah.
Stay there. Don't move. I'll tie you up, have my way with you. And it's going to be good for the both of us.
Yeah.
You know, it's like cold pizza. You think it's not hot, but it's still good. It's good. And she's looking at it like, oh, okay, he's a pleaser. I have to do it. Now she builds off that relationship because of that.
Definitely.
You see? So it's like, it's so much harder for women to find these type of qualities versus the man.
Yeah, because like you said, a man that is, doing everything right, especially sexually, can just pull it out of her.
The summary is, biologically and scientifically, men lead, women follow by nature. We go back to our nature. So the man can get that because it's like a teacher with a student. That student wants to learn and elevate. And he got all the proper tools to implement that and help you navigate through that path. But the thing with the woman is, if she's coming in being the teacher and the dude is the student, it's like she's not elevating. Because now she's the leader and he's the follower, and she's not born to be a leader. She's going to build her decisions off of emotion. So that's going to make her making bad decisions, or she might be indecisive many times. And since he's looking at her as the leader, baby, I don't know. Why are you looking at me? That's the guy talking.
Right.
And now she's stressed.
Yeah. Very stressed.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's harder for women because they're accepting, or they're looking for the leaders, for them to just be in their femininity, less stress. Hey, I don't got to worry about shit. I just got to follow. Versus the man, because he's going in, yo, I'm the leader, bam, bam, bam. I delegate well, boom, I put everything. I'm solution oriented. So problems you come, we're going to figure it out. You know, I handle disputes very well. You know what I'm saying? He's able to bring all this stuff. And the woman is like, yo, I'm good. And she'll be most likely to adjust. The man won't. He'll keep doing stupid shit. And the woman would just realize, why? I helped him out. I gave him money. I pay bills. I did this.
Like this.
I wrote him a resume. Maybe. I'm just throwing hypotheticals. I don't know people like this. Nobody in my friends group is like this. But I did this. I did that. You know, I helped him. I rode or die for him. I gave my all and I got nothing.
Yeah, but you hear this from
Why does this happen?
from people coming to you from being a coach. Like even back in the days, I remember a woman come to you and say, "Listen, I wrote my man. I redid his resume. Like, how else can I push him to want to get, to want to go out there and look for a job?" This was back in the days. I remember.
Yeah.
So even then, like you
Even
may
before
not
doing the coaching.
Yeah, even you not knowing like your inner circle, not having people like this, people still come to you to for this type of advice. How can I get my man to be more go getter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
it's just like you send him to me to help me train him because I can train to be more dominant. It comes down to skill and will. That's what we talked about in life coach class back in the day before I got my certs. It comes down to will and skill. I got all the skill and I could teach you. Now it's the will.
Exactly.
You got to have the will to actually want to go. I could open the door. Are you walking in and doing the work?
Yep.
That's what it comes down to. It's just like you getting a woman too.
Exactly. Yep.
Just because the man is a leader doesn't mean he's going to get every woman to adjust.
That's true.
She has to be willing to be like, yo, I'm going to work hard for you. Yep. I'm going to work hard for you to be a better woman for myself and you. She has to be willing to put in work. But if she's not and she's going to power struggles, that's on them.
Yeah.
Every action
is a reaction. You do so much, right?
Yeah, so it's the same thing with guys. They have to say it for themselves. And I always tell dudes, and then we'll end, yo, do it for yourself first. I was dominant before I had chicks. Right. I took my time when I was younger. Didn't have anybody, had 2 jobs. I was 24, 25 years old doing my thing or whatever. Go through heartbreaks. Sometimes that builds you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to do this for yourself because this makes you feel good. The women are the bonus.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it for women, just like those women that say, oh, I like to be choked. I watch 50 Shades of Grey. Guess what these niggas is going to do? They all going to come out the woodwork and pretend. Put in their bio, Mr. Grey Latino. Mr. Grey, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I do this shit too. I'll go to Home Depot and go in the aisle and get rope. Yeah, girl, I do it too. Beta. You're not even who you are. You're just doing it because you think you're trying to get pussy. Oh, they're studying. Oh, women like this now? Okay, let me turn up. Time to put on the mask. See? Yeah. See? And those women end up getting fucked because they didn't properly vet.
Yep.
They didn't properly vet.
Definitely.
Same thing with guys who are not in tune. They're falling for the internet ones, the fake ones. They're not able to discern properly.
Internet subs, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or the ones that are saying, oh yeah, they're just agreeing with everything yeah, I'm in that too. I have a no divorce clause. Yeah, cool. Then down the line, oh, but you said, people can't leave. Oh, you got a problem now? You got a problem with the rules? Wait a minute. You see? It's like that. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
But what were you going to say? I cut you off.
I don't know now.
Any final thoughts?
Nope.
We're back. Like I said, I'm tired.
You got all this energy though. Shoot.
I've been but now I'm on good cruise control. Got everything in check. Got,
good.
Everything like that.
Had your coffee?
No. Just my, like with the CEOs, vice presidents and stuff. Everything I was doing during the week. Everything is now on cruise control, but it was a very tough week.
Hectic, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
we're
too. Back.
I think we have 5 patients actively trying to die.
So
That's stressful.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring the fire. Season 12, we're going to bring the fire. Ooh. Next episodes are going to be lit.
What's the next episode? You're not even going to,
No. Keep
it's just secret?
Keep letting them, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Keep letting them tune in. Keep letting them tune in.
See how we said that at the same time?
Wait a minute. What they got next time? What are they going to do? Who
this
they bringing
is the
on?
author in him, see? Leaving you with a cliffhanger.
Let them tune in, Keith. They know what it is. They're going to start dissecting or whatever. Just hit them. Pop it up. Pop up. Just pop up. Oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? Some people missed the premiere right now. They couldn't be in the chat. They'd be like, oh, damn, I missed the chat. I didn't know. Just surprise them. You know what I'm saying? Leave them shocked.
Ooh, shocked.
Page turner. Jaw dropping.
We got lots of that this season. Lots of that.
So yeah, we're back. But we had a good opening.
A
lot more great topics are coming.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we should bring him on again.
Definitely.
I definitely want to go on his platform, talk some shit.
Oh Lord.
I'll
be tuning into that.
Yes.
I can tell you that much.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, You are tuned in to one of the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, real issues, real podcasts, the Discipline Therapy Podcast. Peace.